LeBron James do? The 41-year-old is still deciding on if he intends to return for a 24th season, and if he will it be in LA or will it be somewhere else? This week on his podcast, Mind the Game, LeBron spoke for the first time on his thought process about his future.
Obviously, I understand that I'm a free agent and I can control my own destiny. If, being here with this franchise, for foreseeable future, or if it's going somewhere else. I think at some point, up until, up in June, late June, as July rolled around, free agency starts to, gets going, and as July rolling, maybe into August, we start to kind of like get a feel of, what my future may look like.
Maybe into August. Windy, make something of this.
Yeah, let me just say, he said he's going on vacation this weekend, and I think we should just let him go on vacation, because I don't think maybe he's made the plan about what he wants to do yet. So here's the thing. He can do whatever. If he wants to wait until the day before the season starts, he can, and there will be teams lined up to sign him, okay? But if he wants to get a big dollar contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, he's going to have about a month, because the Lakers have cap space, but he sits on their books at $58 million, okay? That's the way the rules work in the NBA. And to even a free agent, he sits on your books until you sign him for whatever his new number is, whether it's $58 million or it's $20 million or it's $10 million, or you renounce him and say, we're giving up your rights, goodbye. And the Lakers cannot sit around and wait until mid-August to do something with that $58 million. And this is not like Aaron Rodgers, where you can sit for 6 months and then sign for $25 million. The NBA does not work like that. The Lakers have to make decisions. So really what I think it's more incumbent on the Lakers to have a plan to bring to LeBron. If they want to re-sign him, I don't want to assume anything. They need to come to LeBron and say, LeBron, here's what we want to offer and why. It's not just about the actual dollars.
Of course.
It's about the respect that you want to show, and to say, listen, if we want you to take a pay cut to whatever it's going to be,
why?
This is what we're going to do with the money. We're going to chase these guys, and we're going to do like that. That is coming, because to me, this is really going to be who's going to come to whom first. LeBron is not going to go to the Lakers and say, more, please. They're going to have to come to him. And so really what he's doing here, he's negotiating.
Right.
This is part of a negotiation, but I'm not going to overreact to him saying August. I'm gonna let this see how the next few weeks goes with the Lakers moving first.
It's posturing, right? I mean, just to your point about negotiation, I think if you're LeBron, you want to see what that plan is, but also in the back of your mind, you're thinking to yourself and to your family, how do I want this ride to end? Like, where do I want it to end at? And like, is it about the money? Which it's always, I don't care what anybody says, money always helps the situation, but can it be about the money and a place that I love? Or can it be about maybe taking money somewhere else in another place where I can finalize my career? That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about the final stretch.
How should LeBron James end his career? Should he end his career on a team that is a first-round exit? Unceremoniously, his last game, we won't know when it is, right? Or does he go somewhere in a situation where he has a chance, a legitimate chance to win and be competitive? And that's why I think you leave your options open if you're him. First of all, it probably takes him 2 to 3 hours to get ready to play a game these days, right? He's putting in a lot of time for this. But on top of it, I think it is about the legacy of how do I end my career? And that's why I think you leave the door open, not only for what the Lakers bring to you, because it's a great point. The cap hold is going to keep them from being able to do anything. So they have to have a plan first. We have X, Y, Z to do. This is what the roster is going to look like with Luka and maybe even Austin Reeves, and see if he likes that. But in the meantime, you also allow another team that might be interested to say, hey, LeBron, if you come here, this is what we've got.
Here's how I handicap this on May 22nd.
Okay.
I'm not saying this is how I will see it on June 22nd, but on May 22nd, this is what I think. I think by the draft, which is 1 month from today, we will know whether LeBron will be a Laker or not.
Yep.
Okay? And if he's not going to be a Laker, then he can wait until August or September. He's going to watch what everybody else does and where his situation is going to fit.
Not putting you on the spot. Is there a handful of teams you would watch? If not Los Angeles, or it's too early to even go down?
I mean, I'm not going to say that and then have the rest of my weekend ruined, Peter, trying to respond to what are you trying to do to me on a Friday? Don't take that big
Memorial Day weekend.
Let me live.
Sorry.
But yes, I'm sure he's not going to go to any of 27 other teams. There's probably a very small list he's going to willing.
And those
to
small, that list is who?
What are the odds in the West?
I'm sorry, what?
Can we just talk
I'm trifle deaf in this here.
We have an alien in the West, 7-4, with young bucks that are playing at a high level of basketball. We have OKC and SGA.
This is the list I was looking for.
With the way they play, like the West is loaded. It's just something to think through.
Yeah.
Even if the Lakers come back and say we're going to go after this guy, does that get us over the hump?
Brian doesn't want a viral clip of him saying such things, but we all can kind of figure out, go east, old man, is basically what would be the answer here.
Well, there's a team playing right now.
I know.
There's a team playing right now. Where you're like, huh?
To the NF pivotal game 3 goes down tonight in San Antonio, where Wemby is looking to get another win for the home crowd. Wemby put on a show in game 1. They stole one on the road, but SGA and the Thunder bounced back in game 2, even it up 1-1. Yesterday, Charles Barkley downplayed the physical play against Wemby that helped OKC get the win.
You people at home and on TV talking about they were physical with Wemby, man, y'all need to stop it. I've been kissed harder. But for you people thinking that's physicality, y'all need to shut the hell up.
I've been kissed harder, Alan Hahn. I love your reaction. Your take.
Lying.
I've been kissed harder than that too, but it's different in the 90s. You know what I mean?
That's why the button's undone.
It's different in the 90s. The 90s was like, they don't play like that anymore, but if you watch some of the highlights, like they were physical with it. It's exactly what you have to do with a guy like Wemby.
Yes.
What I don't understand is how he only got 2 free throw attempts. And so this guy's a star. He's playing at home in game 3. I would expect he's going to get more free throw attempts, don't you think, if they're going to play him that way? And he also has to play, to me, into the contact. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I did this with Minnesota. He has to go to the contact. He has to get Hartenstein in foul trouble because clearly it did work. They limited him by the way they played.
If you were a Spurs fan, okay, you'd be screaming bloody murder. Okay, if you were a Spurs coach or front office, you would be saying, call the league office, keep it protected. If you're a Thunder fan, you're like, yeah, what great stuff, And if you were a superstar in the 90s like Charles Barkley, you'd be like, that's how we did it back in my day. Everybody's just playing their role, okay? But the truth is, they can't play Wemby without being physical. If they don't play physical about him, he'll eat them alive. This is their only option. So now Wemby has to adjust to it, and they're going to be in San Antonio. This is how playoff series are supposed to go. You're supposed to then have to readjust when maybe the officials will give you a couple more calls. I love it, but let's be honest, everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, both teams are dealing with injuries, not at full strength. The Spurs played both games in this series without De'Aaron Fox, and Dylan Harper exited in game 2. Wendy, any updates for the Spurs on those injured players?
So they referred to the injury for Dylan Harper as adductor soreness. So I didn't hear hamstring and strain. So that's a positive sign, assuming they're telling the truth. The Thunder also said that